Hello students and my dear friends, myself HR Chaudhary, working as assistant professor in the Department of CSE Engineering College Ajmer. So today we'll talk about usability testing. So we look the topics to be covered today's lecture. We'll start in usability testing, basically what we're going to cover. So some things we'll cover today and remaining things we'll cover in the next lecture. So what things should be covered, but in this lecture we look at what is the usability testing. The second one, why do usability testing is important, so what should it be done. And after that we'll see that we'll look at what is the goal of usability testing, and then after we'll look at how to do usability testing, so how it can be implemented practically, and after that we'll look at the methods of usability testing, and in the last we'll see that usability testing and advantages and the disadvantages of the usability testing. So as already we have discussed a lot of different types of testing. Now this is a very important testing, this because this is on the usability or the user's perspective of the usability, basically we'll discuss here. Then definitely we start from the what is the usability testing. So here we can see that the usability testing is a non-functional testing technique. Means it doesn't check the functions of the software. Test technique that is a measure of how easily the system can be used by the end user. So it is not a functional testing, basically it doesn't check the functions of the testing or the minimum requirement of the end user or the client, or it is basically that how easily this end user or the client can use the software. Or in usability testing we measures how easy to use and the user friendly software is, basically. Here a small set of target end users use the software in this usability testing and exposes the usability effects, basically. This testing mainly focus on the users easy to use the application and the flexibility in handling controls and the ability of the system to meet its objective, definitely. So it is also called user experience testing because it is done on the basis of users experience, basically how user is feeling after using the software or the system. This testing is recommended during the initial design phase of the SDLC, that is software development lifecycle model, which gives more visibility to on the expectations of the users. Definitely if we use this usability testing at the starting of the SDLC, definitely it will give more benefit to the system or software. Now we move to the next. Why do usability testing? It's very important, definitely why we should use, what are the benefits or what the different kinds of things or what are the important needs are there, so we should use the usability testing on a system or software. So we can see here certain points are there. So to meet to check if the product meet users expectation or not. So in usability we basically check that what are the user expectations, or we are meeting those expectations or not. And second one, we can say the matches business decisions to the real world use, basically what kind of things we are implementing in the usability testing, they are matching with the real world problems or not, what we have done in the initial when we started the software. Now the third one is removes flaws in the product, definitely is removes the flaws to the product. After that we look at the allow you to see how successful users are with their task, basically. So easily they are completing their task or not, user is completing their task or not, we can look in the usability testing this thing. Then after we look at the usability for getting user reactions and the feedback about the product, definitely it is very important. Then what user is feeling after using the software system. So if we use it from the starting of the SDLC model or starting of the development of software, so we can change as per the user's requirement or need, basically. So these are the things. Other than this, we can also look at the need of usability, because we have some kind of aesthetic and designs fact that are important, that how well a product looks usually determine how well it works, definitely it is said. There are many software application or websites which miserably fails, as we have seen already, once launched due to the certain kind of regions. What regions are to be there? Certain regions may be there like this: where do I click next in the software? Definitely when you use any particular website, which page needs to be navigated, which icon or jargon represent what, error message are not consistent or effectively displayed, and the session time not sufficient. So these are the regions in the website or a software, and due to those kind of things, the softwares become, our system becomes fail. So that's why we need the usability testing, because usability testing rectify this thing. The software engineering usability testing identifies usability errors in the system early in the development cycle and can save a product from failure. So that's why we should use the usability testing. Now, what is the goal of usability testing? It has a certain kind of goals, or we can say the aims, certain kind of aims in the usability testing. So we'll talk about those things. So what are the goals in the usability testing? The effectiveness of the system or software. So the goals of the testing is to satisfy the users, and it mainly concentrate on the certain kind of parameters. The first one is effectiveness of the system. Is the system easy to learn? If we talk about the effectiveness of the system, so system or software, so is the system easy to learn, or is the software is easy to learn? Second one, we can see, is the system useful and adds value to the target audiences? Definitely we are checking in the usability these things, or we keep in the mind when we are doing or we are performing the usability testing. Or our content, color, icons, images are used aesthetically pleasing, means as the beautiful or providing a good effect on the clients, on end users. Second one, we can look at the efficiency. So in efficiency, we look the little navigation should be required to reach the desired screen or the web page, and the scroll bar should be used infrequently. There should be definitely, and uniformity in the format of the screen or the pages in your application or website, if you talk about the efficiency. Third one is the option to search within your web software application or website. So there should be certain kind of options to search out something within the system or software. Now if we talk about the accuracy, so that is also important thing. So no outdated or incorrect data like contact information or the address should be present in the should not present in the software, because these affect your accuracy definitely. No broken links should be present, because if we have the broken kind of links, definitely that will affect the accuracy of the software or the system. And the last one is the user friendliness. It should be user friendly definitely. The controls should be self-explanatory and must not require training to operate. So it should be user friendly. It is not require any kind of training or any kind of teaching learning process. It should help be provided for the users to understand the application and the website. So there should be help tag that should provide the help to the client or users who are using the software basically. It should have the alignment with the above goals, and the help in the effective usability testing. So it should have a certain kind of goals basically. That's why it makes the software user friendly basically. So these are the things which makes the usability effective, or we have a certain kind of goals, or we concentrate when we are developing the software, we concentrate on these kind of goals basically. So in this lecture we'll finish here, and the remaining things will cover in the next lecture. Thank you.